Madam Speaker, let me now focus on the 2021-2022 sectoral issues and propose the budget allocation. The government of Lesotho total expenditure is proposed at 23.8 billion malot, of which recurrent is 18 billion malot and capital budget is 5.7 billion. The recurrent expenditure has decreased by 1%, while capital expenditure has increased by 2%. The increase in capital is attributed to the increasing donor financing. Madam Speaker, I now present the sectoral allocation of the proposed 2021-2022 budget. It should be noted that for those countries that are still growing, despite global economic headwinds, public investment is the engine of economic growth. To finance the investment needed for sustainable growth, we have the institutional capacity to blend international and domestic savings and to combine public and private sector financing to mitigate risk and reduce the cost of capital. 1.7 billion malot has been allocated towards the sector. Madam Speaker, the government is in the process of reviewing the existing legal and regulatory framework for the mining sector to create an enabling environment for policy strategy. This will enhance competitiveness, transparency, predictability, and consistency as an aid for attracting more investment in the mining sector. The sector is improving, and there are 8 companies holding mining leases for diamonds. Even though due to impact of COVID-19, only 4 are operational. There are also 22 companies with mining leases for dolerite quarries, 8 for sandstone quarries, and 1 mining clay. As much as the restriction in movement in the world's largest diamond trading centers resulted in fewer diamond buyers being able to engage in trade, and some of our mines suspending operations, diamond mining is still viewed as mainstay and enabler of Lesotho's economic development. In its quest to invest in the commercialization and diversification of agricultural production, the government will continue to subsidize agricultural inputs. Promotion of climate-smart agriculture will continue for both livestock and crop farmers and would be replicated to other farmers in other districts in support of a sustainable commercial agriculture. Through strategic partnerships with stakeholders and development partners, the government continues to develop climate change adaptation strategies and advise the farming community to adopt and use them. The government, through smallholder agricultural development project, is implementing a contingency emergency response component where Food and Agriculture Organization has been contracted to undertake the response intervention by providing agricultural inputs to small-scale farmers. Inputs include grains and vegetable seeds, shade nets, small-scale irrigation system, and water tanks. Funds amounting to 80 million malot have been disbursed to FAO as an implementing agency. Cereal crop seeds have been distributed in the 3 mountain districts of Tabatsega, Mokhotlong, and Gachasnek, targeting about 5,000 farming households. Majority of beneficiaries have already planted maize. Additional 200 metric tons of beans and 26.6 metric tons of fertilizer already distributed to 15,000 lowlands beneficiaries in the 4 districts of Kutim, Halisugu, Leribe, and Butabuti. In 2021-2022, wool and mohair promotion project set aside 25 million maluti to subsidize fees at 50%. Madam Speaker, pursuant to achieving the government's strategic priorities in increasing inclusive and sustainable economic growth and private sector-led job creation, the government is conducting group sessions locally and in South Africa for retrenched mine workers and their beneficiaries in order to manage their savings and create self-employment. Furthermore, a skills transfer program from foreign experts to locals has been initiated to build on the available scarce skills through Ntafatso Skills Training Center. In order to continue with economic growth through trade during the COVID-19 era, the Ministry of Trade and Industry established an online licensing system that renders a fully-fledged online service linked with online payments. These services are issuance of trade and manufacturing licenses and their renewals. Furthermore, the ministry launched the Lesotho Trade Information Portal in December 2020. This portal is hosted by LNDC and provides a single platform to access all trading license information in Lesotho, detailed information on applicable processes, procedures, measures, and government ministries and agencies providing related services. This is part of the trade facilitation and improvement of business climate in Lesotho.